Browns back on the practice field, Mary Kay. They are getting ready for the Great Lakes Classic Thursday night in Detroit. But of course, the big news today, Josh Gordon cleared to return to practice, cleared to return to games. Unfortunately, he's dealing with a hamstring injury, so we did not see him out on the practice field, even though he participated in walkthrough.
Yeah, he's back and not back. He tweaked a hamstring a couple of days ago while he was running here. That happens a lot. When you get these speed guys, they come in and they haven't been in football activity for months and months, and it's just different when you get here. So he probably will not play in the Detroit game Thursday night. We can pretty much rule him out of that. The goal is still to get him ready for the opener against the Steelers.
And of course, the good news with Gordon is we have seen him kind of just come out of nowhere, play a game, and have an impact. But, you know, Hugh Jackson likes to get these guys on the field and likes to see them play in games, even if it is just a preseason game.
Well, it's a new offense. It's also a new quarterback in Tyrod Taylor. You want them to get their chemistry down, and you also want to make sure that he understands where he needs to be and the language of this new Todd Haley offense.
Now, speaking of Tyrod Taylor, we saw him today on the practice field, and he's got that big wrap on his hand, the dislocated pinky. It's his non-throwing hand, so he's out there practicing.
Yeah, he's out there. Again, it's a pretty heavy wrap. He's got a swollen hand and a bruised hand. Now, fortunately for him, x-rays were negative. There's no real structural damage in there, and especially fortunately for him, it's his left hand. So it shouldn't affect him in any way. He won't miss a beat in practice. Good to see him back out there.
Now, we don't know if Taylor's going to play in the preseason game in Detroit. We don't know how much the starters will be out there, but Baker Mayfield will play against the Lions. How much? We don't know that yet. But it looks like there is going to be reason for Browns fans to tune into that game on Thursday night.
And a reason for us to go to that game on Thursday night, Dan. So yes, Baker Mayfield will play some in that game. Who knows how much he'll play? Hugh Jackson might treat him almost as a starter in that game and get him out of there after a couple series. Give him an opportunity just to get a little bit more live action. So we'll have to see how that goes. Drew Stanton, Brogan Roback could also see significant action in that game.
Now, good news on the injury front today. Antonio Callaway back on the field. Denzel Ward back on the field. That's really good because that injury didn't look great when it happened. He left the game and did not return, but he was back out on the practice field today. And of course, those are two very important players on each side of the football.
Yeah, they really are. So it was good to see Antonio Callaway back out there again. He's got a nagging groin injury. It's another one of those things where you have guys that are expected to sprint down the field and they have some soft tissue injuries when they've been out of football action for a long time. So good to see him back. And again, as you said, Denzel Ward, back spasms. But as Coach Hugh Jackson said the other day, he needs this guy to be durable. They need him to play all 16 games to be effective on defense this year.
We will have full coverage of the day as the Browns are kind of back into regular season mode here with their practice schedule, getting ready for Pittsburgh on September 9th. Full coverage of it all at cleveland.com/Browns.